So I keep finding myself in these situations where I play classic MMOs, like old school RuneScape and classic WoW. They're just better. So I've been working on playing through BioShock, and it's going okay. I like the game. I'm at a point where I've died, I've wasted a lot of ammo, and I'm kind of struggling. And I'm supplementing that with classic WoW because I've kind of gone through this renaissance period here where I'm playing classic WoW, and I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I finally had a guild member who joined the game, but they wanted to start with classic WoW. So I figured, you know what? This is all the opportunity I need. Let me go and really push and try to get into classic WoW again. And it's great. And it's the same thing I ran into with old school RuneScape, where these games are so much fun to play, and I love going back and playing it the old way, and it really makes you think about the game more because, you know, last night we were playing through, and it's like you can't just kill whatever you want. You have to think about the enemies that are around you, know, like right there, you have that patrol of Murlocs running by. So I'm going to go take this guy out here, just slowly kind of pick my way through the environment. It's great, but it also brings up this other problem where you have two competing MMOs. Like, I like World of Warcraft. So right now I'm playing Classic WoW. None of this transitions to regular WoW. Meanwhile, they also have Season of Discovery, and they also have Wrath of the Lich King Classic. So you kind of have to pick what pocket you want to play in. And I guess with a game this big, it's fine. Like, you know, I went to Stormwind the other day with this character, and there's a lot of people there, and that's fine. But I don't know. It just kind of makes you wonder, like, what game should you be playing? It makes me feel guilty playing this because really this is not my main WoW account. You know, all the effort I put into this and everything I build up, it's ultimately wasted because this is old classic WoW. So I don't know. Like, I can't think of a better way to be introduced to World of Warcraft than by playing classic WoW, because this is what matters. You know, you go get your professions, you level up, you try to sell some stuff on the auction house, make a little money. You could buy some extra gear that people are selling, or you could just quest or, you know, hoard all your gold and buy your mount right when you hit level 40. But it just, I don't know, in retail WoW, that's all missing, because if you need gold, you just buy a WoW token, sell it, and then you have all the gold you could ever need until you hit max level. And even then, it's like you run out, you just buy another token and go about your business. You go to quest, and it's just a mind-numbing, easy run where nothing kills you. You don't have to worry about anything. Just quest away. Like, this is a good example here. If you look at the map, right now I'm doing this quest. I have to go collect some hair, right? So I got to do it in this area. But if you look at the rest of the quests on the map, there's a quest over here I could pick up. I need to be level 25 for that. If you want to go over here, another level 25 quest. So in retail WoW, it goes zone by zone, area by area. So Teldrassil is not in retail WoW anymore. It got burned down, but you would start at Shadowglen and then go to Dolinar, and it's all grouped up in a way that you go from one area to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's how it is. But in Classic WoW, yeah, you start off in Teldrassil, and it's pretty grouped, and then by the time you get to Darkshore, you have quests like some over here, some over here. And then now I'm in Ashenvale, and in Ashenvale, it's like, yeah, I got this quest here. I'm under-leveled for these quests. You know, I could go turn in that one. I could go way down over here, do this level 24 quest. But really, I have some quests over in Stone Talon Mountains that I could probably work on. Those are a lower level. It would be easier to do, but I have to travel over there. It's not super easy now. Luckily, I went and got the flight path. I did that running, so I could just venture down and do some of these quests and work on this. And as I'm traveling from area to area, I'm going to see things like enemies that I want to kill for skins, or ore that I can mine, and that feeds back into the professions and making gold, and just makes the whole game a little bit more useful. And it's not just that. Everything matters just a little bit more in Classic. Like, even the flight paths are super valuable. If you look at each zone, they only have like one flight path, and then you fly in, and that just gets you that much closer. You still have to run all the way across the zone. Like right now, I'm going to get a guild signature for a guild charter, and I have to take a flight path to Aberdeen. Then I'm going to take a boat over to Menethil Harbor, get a signature. Then I'm going to fly all the way over to Stormwind, and every little bit matters. It adds to the RPG nature of the game, where in retail WoW, nothing really matters because it's like you hearth to Stormwind and then you could take a portal wherever you want to go. Or you could leave your hearth in Valdrakken and just, portal to wherever you want to go and you're there in like 5 minutes. Now that you have dragon riding everywhere, you can get across the zone super quickly. It does not matter at all. And I think the game suffers from that. It's nice having these little pain points. Like, if you want to play with somebody, you have to make it a point to go play with them. Or like even the planning to go into that. Like, oh, hey, we're going to try run a dungeon tomorrow. So let's try to get over to that spot tonight so that tomorrow we can just be there and play. Yeah, I don't know. Going back and playing Classic, it really just has me feeling like retail just doesn't matter as much, And that's the thing I keep going back to, where we've been doing Mythic Plus, and I do enjoy Mythic Plus. It's great. I've done a couple videos on that lately complaining about my problems with Mythic Plus, but it's just like with the seasonal game, it just takes the long-term fun out of it, kind of, in a way, because it's like, why do you want to grind for that gear if it's going to be outdated in 4 months when the new patch comes out? So you play the game, you do the content, but you're not really incentivized to grind unless you really just want to be that much better for that short window of time. But to me, that's where a game like Classic kind of stands out, because if you put in the work and you get the level, you have that lasting benefit. If you get that piece of gear, you have the lasting benefit of having that gear for a long period of time. Like last night, I finally went to the auction house. I was hoarding this gold. I was working on mining and skinning and selling stuff, and I had a little surplus of gold. So it's like, you know what? Let's check out my gear. And I was looking at my gear, and it was all terrible. I had a lot of gray pieces that I had from like level 5 and just stuff I've casually came across while leveling, but the leveling experience is not super tailored. So when you're doing these quests, you're not guaranteed, like, yeah, questing through this zone will give you a piece of armor in every slot. No, you need to actually monitor that, and if you have gear that is, starting to be a little lackluster, maybe you can target that one piece off the auction house, buy it, and replace it. I guess I'm just making this video to say, like, I feel torn. Have you ever felt anything like this before? Have you played World of Warcraft and then got lost in Classic WoW? Oh God, that little guy's a level 23. Nope. Let me get away from him. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about there. I have to actually think about what I'm doing. That guy's a level 23. He's going to absolutely murder me, okay? So, okay, yep, now here I'm going to die. Yeah, I was not paying attention, and yeah, I'm going to die. Oh, get away. I don't have any potions left. Oh, the poison. So yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Have you played Classic WoW? Do you think it's better? I know like a lot of these things can't be turned back. Like, people are not going to want to level up individual weapon skills. They're not going to want to go to a trainer and train their skills. But doesn't that kind of add more texture to the game? More goals, more things to do? I don't know. I'm lost. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think on the subject. Until next time, I'll see you later. This video is brought to you by your support on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/GrouchyGus94 to help support the channel.